Okay, you guys, I have the sniffies and I'm on my way to work and I have 15 minutes to get there on time, but I still have to stop somewhere and get some freaking cold medicine, so I'm sure I'm gonna be late. But anyway, I need to put the rest of my mascara on and I will when we get to the end of the road here. I wanted to, actually I was just gonna listen to some like YouTube on the way into town and just kind of get my mind in a zen point. Let's get to the end of my driveway here. But I don't know, for some reason driving that 100 feet away or whatever made me feel like I've gone down the road and I'm not wasting as much time. Anyway, I can't find anything that doesn't like just drive me nuts. I've been listening to the same stuff over and over and over. I don't want to like listen to the Golden Girls on my way to work because I can't watch it, and that show's really funny and I like watching it and listening. Some shows I'll just listen, but so I thought what I would do is pick up the camera and give you an update on a couple things. So I had told you that the beginning of the month we have this like, I don't know, oddball conversation offhandedly with the landlord about rent to own the property, and nothing has come of that yet. I haven't even come back to her with an offer. I haven't put enough like set aside time to look at it and think of an offer. Nothing like that. So there's that. So that's what's up with the house thing right now. And then my dude's family sold their family property, and I don't really know the logistics of it. I know there's something that's like a holdup of them getting their money because one of his siblings didn't sign in time, or the buyer, that person hasn't signed or something. So their money is in an escrow account, but the title company cannot release funds. And my dude had decided that he wasn't going to do anything with the money he gets out of that. He was going to, oh, my gun's in my pocket. Can't go into work with that in my pocket. He was going to go he was just going to put it in like a savings account. I told him he should look at a high yield savings account or a money market account, and that would be the only thing that I would say that I think that he should do with his money. It's not my inheritance, and it could help us. You know, there's things happening right now in life, but it's not my place to say or ask for. So I think he needs to just put it in a high yield account that he can't easily get the money out of. But he called me today and told me that he was going to just drive his truck until he drove it into the ground, basically, because he didn't want to spend his inheritance on a vehicle and all of that. Well, that's understandable. I don't disagree with him. Like, I fully believe, even though this car is going to nickel and dime me to death, it is better than his vehicle, but I want to drive it until it just can't be fixed anymore. I love my car. But his does need replaced. Well, he called me today and told me that his is an automatic, and I think he said when it goes into first gear, the vehicle dies or something. Anyway, some stuff's bad with it. And we've been fixing it the last, I don't know, 18 months or so. But it is beyond probably any, like, reliable repair. It can get him from A to B within town, but it's not. So anyway, I think he's going to take part of his inheritance, or whatever you want to call that money, and get a vehicle and put the rest of it away. And I think that's a great idea. As long as he does it smartly, doesn't just like jump into some stupid deal that isn't good for him, or doesn't just like jump on the first vehicle he sees or something. I'll advise him like that, but I'm not going to tell him what to do with this money because I'm not going to be that person. I haven't even told you guys about this yet. A gal in town, she runs the kitchens at the schools. I think she's like the head of all the school kitchens and then works out of one of them. I'm not sure really actually, but she used to have a catering business, and she used to have like a bit of a bakery, and her husband works at the power plant, and so they have a bit of money, and they had bought a house that's adjacent to theirs, and it was a tiny little house, and they converted it into a building literally just for her stuff. So you walk in there and it's like a commercial kitchen, and she has finally decided she's selling everything. So I went to look at some stuff because we were talking like, oh, I have cake pans and I have an airbrush machine. and this, that, and the other thing. And I was thinking, okay, cool. Well, like she just had like, I thought she just had like a little shed built on where she could like have her own space and store stuff. No, this thing is like, it is amazing. So now, and she told me like she's had other people look at it and stuff, but it's pretty obvious to me that she really wants me to be the one to be able to get it. So I think we're gonna work out a deal or something. I don't know. It's been about a week since I've talked to her, and she is putting together some numbers so that we can talk, and we can talk realistically, and we can decide if I'm gonna buy stuff slowly, or what's gonna happen. Or I asked her if she was interested in, like, as I buy things, renting me the space until I have a space to put it, because some of that stuff is huge. And I'm so excited. She got like a fire going inside of me that was like, oh my goodness, it was so awesome. So there's that. Okay, so then yesterday I go see my dude and my brother at their work, because they work together, and I brought them like a little snack and stuff, and he was talking to me, and his school friend bought the meat shop in town that I used to run. That is sitting there empty right now because the guy who owns it he lives in a town like 80 miles away, and he ships his bison. What we did was solely his bison, and he would bring his bison over 2 at a time, and we would slaughter and process, and then get 2 more and slaughter and process. Well, this kid, he's not a kid, but he bought the place, and I don't think he quite knows what's going on. Anyway, we were supposed to have a conversation with him last night when my dude got home from work, but he had to deal with that family stuff that was going on, so we couldn't fit it in, and then I don't have days off for a little while, so we're waiting on that. But it sounds like he really is interested in having me help him, because I did some assessment yesterday, and most of my jobs in my adult life have been me coming into a startup or joining a startup and helping them get off the ground. So I think that I could be an asset to that place, especially I know the building, I know the business, I have all the certifications needed. It would take me just a couple of times to be cutting a whole beef to get back to a proficient speed. So I think that's just really crazy and fun and exciting. The end. I don't know what else to say about that, but yeah, that's it. So that's my couple of updates. I know this is a quick video, so I'm gonna call it here. About to go into the gas station and just grab a couple doses of cold medicine and do my work for the night. And then tomorrow I've got bakery orders galore to get. So yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Sorry about that, friends.